In this video, I'm going to talk about the G-run. That's the Jimmy Martin run. I believe people say it is. I don't know. I've just used it. But that's the first G-run. But actually, go back even further than that. The Lester flat run. It's just simply two notes. Do do, and you don't want it to sound like this. You don't want it to sound like this. So the key here is as I'm fretting that D string, and I'm using the rest stroke, which I just talked about in the previous video. And now I'm set up. When I do that note, I'm on the third string already with my pick. And the key is to lift up your finger and play that third note at the same time. So it sounds like that. And the key for that is to give it space. So when you're playing like in a tag, so there's not a lot of you're stopping and you're playing space. So I'm giving it room to breathe. And then you notice in that run as well is that the G note, the last note, is the loudest note. And that's it. That's the very first G run, and that's all you need for a while. And make that sound really good. And then if you want to add then the full G run, a good first one to learn is the Jimmy Martin one. That one. So this one, I'm sliding. So this is a slide. So I pick, then slide, versus a grace note where you pick and slide at the same time. So this is a slide. This is a grace note. So the grace note occupies one note, slide occupies two notes. And so then, now notice I have to hit that D string twice. So that's where you got to practice your rest stroke. Playing multiple strings or playing multiple notes in succession. Now notice too that I'm letting that last G note breathe, but it's the same as playing this. Again, the last note is the loudest, so it's kind of ramping in volume. Okay, so that's the first G run. In context. Again, I'm stopped playing. I'm not doing a lot of strums around it. And I'm giving it space. I'm giving it room to breathe. So that's one G run. Here's another version using a hammer-on. So that's the third G run, actually. This is the first. Oops. Second. Third. Okay. I've got more. Let's see, here's another one. So this is probably one that Red Smiley made famous. So I've got to hit, again, I got to hit two notes with my rest stroke. So I'm fretting the third note. I'm starting here again, but I'm doing a hammer-on. And again, I'm letting it breathe. I'm not playing a bunch of stuff around it. So that's the Red Smiley version. If you listen to Del McCoury, he will often put the seventh in there, or you can do this too, off the C instead of the B. So I'm losing count, however many that is. And then of course you can play this one like the D run, which I'm going to show, where I hit hit a succession of notes in a row. Now this is the hardest to get, but keep at it, because and again, the way to practice that is to hit, and you don't have to make them super firm and loud at first. You just have to get used to doing it. But each time I'm doing that, I'm not coming off the string. Notice I'm not picking it like this. I'm doing that. So again, I'm not picking it. I'm not coming off the string. So if you watch yourself, because that's a mistake people make a lot. So I'm not coming off. I'm not doing that. And that's at a 90-degree angle with the string. I'm at a 45. Again, I'm pushing through the string. And this one, another dowel. All right, and then there's one more. Instead of doing the slide, I can do a grace note there. And then, actually I lied. I got one more. You can do this as well. So here I'm essentially dragging my pick over the string. So there you got to be conscious of the timing. I'm here. I hit a couple notes in the middle or before that, or just anyway. Shoot me a comment if you want me to slow those down a little bit. But that's the G. That's all the G runs I know. All right. Next up, D.